YouTubers, Troz here. You should have just seen 8.5 or 9 minute time lapse of what I've been working on. That took just about 3 hours, but we now should have this factory completely built and all ready to go. And I've put in a place to get iron, a place to get copper, a place to get stone, a place to get water. About the only thing it doesn't have is oil. There isn't really... There's one patch out here, but that's a little far for the moment. So I thought, at least for now, we would use this oil. I forget what is using it. It looks like... Is that our science? But we're not doing much science at the moment. So we can share this. It still has plenty of oil. But the plan is to get this started and put in some walls. I'm thinking I'm going to start over here. And we can put a wall here and then one from like here across to this lake. I want to get these inside our wall so we can use them at some point. And then we'll go from there. Definitely we'll want to put in... I wouldn't say a wall here, although... I mean, that will be the point. That wasn't too badly handled. I mean, we got some damage. But let's say I would put a wall here, and then maybe one here. Maybe we can build a factory here or something. But yeah, let's get this started. Part of it is getting everything fueled, and I do have some coal on me. This train should be going here. But apparently... You know... Not sure why it isn't getting fuels. Well, that will be plenty for now. And when it next comes back, it will get fueled. Looks like we need a few more over there. They didn't get fueled for some reason. Yeah, one of these are plenty. They last quite a while. And when they stop at a station here, they'll get fueled up. Oh, 3 more, looks like. What is getting attacked? Well, we'll have to go repair that soon. Okay, now there's basically one more step. I did take away the stations here, although I did leave materials, like, hey, we got some repair packs, and I mean, we shouldn't need any of this, but I didn't want to destroy all of it because it would have to be like put in a chest or something, and this one's basically full currently, so... About the only thing we need to do now is set up the train schedules. The trains all have like this station here, but it just has like iron in. So we're gonna do iron 4-2. Where's 4-3? Iron 4-2. And we want full cargo. And there's actually hope that was copy, and yes, that was paste. There's actually 2 iron stations here because of how much iron we use. Basically, this station is normal iron plates, and this station is steel. Or do I have that backwards? One is for iron plates, one is for steel. It doesn't really matter. Both trains, they're all interchangeable. No, those aren't iron. Which are you? You're iron. If it was daylight, it would be much easier because they are color-coded. You are iron as well. Iron, iron. Iron, iron. I thought there was 5 trains per station, but maybe it's 4 trains per station. This may look a little weird, but this is the stacker, and there's actually 2 separate paths, just so we can have a train going down each path at the same time. The copper and iron, and actually the loading station for the output are all on this one path, and then we have the stone, coal, water, and oil on the other path. Had to do a little maneuvering because I had only one path initially, but we couldn't get the trains in fast enough for that to be successful. So for copper, we're going to go right over here. Well, hopefully they'll go right over here. Potentially they could go to another copper, but we'll go to copper 4-2. Full cargo. So copy. Paste. Yes, that pasted correctly. And they're all the copper-colored trains. So that would be this one. No, what did I do? I hit the wrong button here apparently. And I can't, maybe I can copy from a distance? I always thought it said you had to be closer. Let's try that again. There we go. And then here's the other copper train. Here a stone. That should be a stone as well. See, I knew there was additional iron. You're iron. You're iron. 1, 2, 4, 5. All right, let's add stone. For 3, we may use that stone as well when this one runs out, because this one isn't that big. If I That's not what I wanted to do. Thought you could click on... Okay, there you go. You can if you hold shift. Full cargo. Remove that. Stone is kind of greenish. It's, I guess, more representative of grass, but trying to make a brown doesn't really come out well. Comes out more looking like copper, which is could be confused. So that's why I use the green. So that's a stone. That's a stone. And that's a stone. I do use black twice, or one of these is kind of reddish, the other isn't, but the big difference is coal and oil is the shape of the tanks, or the cars, so they're a lot easier to tell apart, even though they're both very close to black. Coal. Where was I going to get coal from? Probably here, I think. So that's also not really being used at the moment. Eventually it'll probably be this one, but we got 16 million coal there, so that's plenty for the moment. Copy, paste. Paste. You're not coal, you're iron. You're coal. Paste. And you're coal, I missed you. Paste. Alright, water, I mean, we made a station right there, so we probably don't need as many water trains as we have. You know, 3 would be plenty, but that's fine. Copy, paste, and both of these are water here. Paste and paste. And finally we have oil. Copy. Paste. Paste. Paste and paste, and look at that, I missed a water train. Copy. Paste. Okay, I'm gonna start all of these trains up. And, I mean, I stepped off the rails. Ooh, are you your copper? Kinda miss you behind the tree. I'm standing on the rails, and that's generally not good, but these are all programmed to go to the stations right here first, and since the stations are already occupied, they can't get there. Also, while doing this, I am double checking that I do have the pickup station for all of them set correctly. You'd see the little circle, red circle X thingy. sounds a bit more yeah, I'm gonna have to repair that pretty soon. Okay, we just have the trains at the beginning here now. And when I start these, everything will start going. So let's do that. Alright, we got our water trains coming back already. And I'm sure we have a few others. The iron here. And maybe a copper train as well. Nobody has actually unloaded, and we're still trying to get some of these trains through. We can see we got some water trains, a stone train. There's a coal and a copper train. Oh, here comes an iron. Oh, we have one iron train already. And another one there. Going into our smelter. Yeah, okay, this is the steel is first. Let's go up to the other side, because we have all the modules and stuff in. This should be working rather efficiently right at the start. You know, we're gonna have to wait maybe 5 minutes or so just so everything gets flowing through right. You know, it takes a while to process. You see, we actually don't even have all the iron coming through here yet. But we almost have one full belt of steel here. And half belt on the other one. Oop, that sounds a little serious. Okay, not too bad. It's holding for now. I do need to go repair it. Here comes plates. Iron plates, at least. Copper needs to flow all the way down and come all the way back. It is starting, though. And yeah, this out lane is going to be the bottleneck, at least for a short while, until we actually start having, you know, everything loaded. We have some coal here. No oil products yet, but we just need 2 more trains to move through here, and we will have... Well, we do have water, and we'll get some oil. In fact, we actually should be running. Why? Oh, we need a little oil to start the... we have some coal liquefaction as well as additional regular oil. But you need a little oil to start the coal liquefaction, which we do now have. We actually... Well, it's a little hard to see now. We need to produce oil for the flamethrowers we're going to have on our wall. And while this oil is
the light oil is not backed up, we run the coal liquefaction. When this gets almost full, we shut down the coal liquefaction and just use the regular oil because that's a bit better of a ratio for us of output products. We have some heavy oil cracking here, and then we have light oil to gas, but that is also disabled while we're trying to produce light oil. And it looks like things are going. One thing that I did not have in the original blueprint was this guy right here. You can see we have 100 logistics robots, and actually I can probably help that out a bit. Oh yeah, we got some red circuits here. So we have this little factory here, or assembly machine, that will actually produce logistics spots while we are less than 50. We actually take an output from here of how many logistics spots we have available. So while there aren't ones just waiting around doing something, we make more of them. In my testing, you needed about 600 or so. Because another thing that is made is the walls. And they're made over here, and you can see that is now going gangbusters. Oh, I never put efficiency modules in there. Look at that. We can do that. But, yeah. All the items to get into the train are delivered using the bots, because trying to get... basically, the final production is done, like, here, and then you soar over where that bot was. And actually, yeah. We got the lasers here. We got various roboports, the switches, solar panels, and here's the robots, and electric poles, repair packs, radars, pipes, and the straight pipes are actually made all the way up here. They're put on a belt here with gears, because we make motors out of pipes and gears, and then we make the flamethrower turrets out of more pipes and gears and motors and steel, and then we make some electric motors for the robot frames, and then at this point any pipes left over we also then make into the underground pipes, which we also use on the walls. So we can check here, but we're not quite ready, but just about. We need a few more lasers and robots. That is one, well, not an issue, but I didn't plan for this, so it is cutting into the number of construction bots we are producing. And why aren't our... I mean, this should be going... You're waiting on batteries. Batteries are probably waiting on sulfuric acid, and sulfuric acid is probably waiting on this to fill up, which it just has, just about. But that should now... Yeah. Once this completely fills up, that's probably another thing. I didn't get to test this that much. Before I built it, I realized, hey, well, I didn't think we'd need walls when I did my initial factory, so this wasn't something I had really planned. I kind of threw this together last minute. So this hasn't had as much testing as some of my other factories. We make acid over here. It does get pumped this way. Do I have a tank? I don't appear to have a tank. Which may be okay, but I mean, I guess that would work. Let's... Come on, use a little more. There we go. And we'll throw in a tank there. You know what? We'll add a pump, and it will now need power. But at least the tank will store some excess, just so, you know, when we're trying to get the light oil, we may be running low on gas, but we'll have a backup of acid already, so it shouldn't be an issue. Although it looks like right now we're doing really good on the gas. That is one thing I did actually note, is at one point we had so much gas we couldn't produce any more heavy oil because the gas completely backed up here, so I added a little extra, hey, if we're overloaded on gas, make some solid fuel out of it, and that will, you know, remove this, or if this is full, these can't run, so that will take some of that away, and then we can run some more. In that case, we were still needing to produce some light oil, and so we could, you know, we couldn't run these because it was full of heavy oil, but not heavy oil, full of gas, but we needed the heavy oil to crack into light oil. We should actually be good at this point. Or... Alright, we're still waiting on some robots. Okay, this is all backed up now, which is good, because now all the robots are going to the construction robots. We're still a little lacking on throughput of iron. Yeah, it may be a problem that they're all going to the same station. Let's see what I can do about that. Okay. I saw on the little mini-map there was a few biters coming in, but they did not try to eat the train and these lasers took care of them. I'm going to change up you two, and you're actually going to go to iron 4-3. Copy. Paste. Now, it's still going to take a while. Still have to cycle through, but it'll spread out the load. We obviously can't keep up with just one iron mine, even though it is going at a pretty good clip. You may not have noticed during the time lapse, but I had to research flamethrowers. Hadn't done that. I also researched some more mining productivity, which, well, let's do one more while we're at it. And I forgot that we didn't even do the braking, and this will let our trains go faster by stopping quicker. Basically, right now, it takes trains a long while to stop, so they have to slow down quite a ways before the station. This will allow them to brake faster, which means they can keep their top speed for longer. Now, it's not that big of a difference, but it could probably save 5 seconds, 10 seconds maybe on a trip. I also threw in these just as a defense. We did have 1 or 2 biters come in here, and well, we don't want that, so. They've been holding, but now that we are just about ready, I am gonna put in a wall section, and we'll see how things go. I will start here, and we'll, well, you know, I mean, I should. These are a little close, is the problem. So, before we put in that one wall section, let's move this out, and there. Oh. This actually got almost completely destroyed in the time lapse. I'm not sure where they're coming from, but you will want to completely wall up this section as well. Alright, let's get a cannon train section in here. And then once that is in place and cleared out the natives, we will set up our new wall. And you're 34. You're probably marked as not being accessible yet. Yeah. I
I hope that is accessible. Otherwise, I've made a mistake. Ooh. Well, it doesn't show it as inaccessible, so let's assume it is accessible. Yeah, and we're just going to tell you to come right here. Apparently, it is inaccessible. Okay. Can I manually route this? Well, that is no good. Okay. That should be better, I hope. Just come here. There it is. And it'll be pulling in momentarily. Oh, look, just as we get some visitors. Yeah, we have a natural choke point here, so we're gonna use that to make a better defense here. And then we can actually remove a lot of these laser turrets. Ooh, and look at that, we got some forest. When I started this map, it was partially forested, and I'm like, okay, that will help absorb the pollution, but a lot of this area over here turned out to be desert. And, yeah, our pollution cloud is rather big. That's gonna need repair too. Hopefully it will make it till the end of this episode. Yeah, I don't... Ooh. I don't have that many repair packs anymore. I lowered it down, but hopefully if I just stand here, the logistic bots will come and bring me some. They're also bringing me walls and some rails. And power poles and the like.
Let's get this all repaired up before the next large group comes. Alright, almost completely cleared up now. And, well, the train still has shells, but there's nobody else in range. I used to have this higher. Let's reset it and I'm actually not sure if the... I don't think this actually produces rails. I'm gonna say no, but there were some stockpiled here. Oh. The rails along the wall aren't very close, so the chance of them getting damaged is basically none. So maybe that will be something I add on. You know, maybe just one stack of rails. Let's get rid of you. And more straight, but not that long. No, maybe I should have used the long one. Yeah, we're gonna have to head down there real quick. Where's my train? Come here to pick me up. I will meet you. And then we'll get back to building a wall. Actually, that's not too bad. Oh, just a little damage. The radar was taken out. While we're here, let's just put in a second one on this side. That should help a little bit. And if the bots would be so kind as to repair the walls, that would be greatly appreciated. Where are you guys coming from? Oh, look at that new base there. Well, when the train comes around, you'll be taken out. Alright, that looks all good here. And while we're here, we'll repair this little area. Almost there. Just a few more down here. There you go. Alright. Since we're out and about, let's just pick up some more supplies. And we're probably gonna go over time a little bit. Which, unfortunately, is typical. But hopefully it won't be too much over. I can probably move that. I put in a small station here for modules, just so that we'd fill in the modules over here and up at our science labs, just so that it stopped blinking. How are we doing? We need cannot insert lamp. What do I have more of than I usually do? Don't usually have a coil of wire, and I have an extra station. Okay, looks like I have everything now. Let's... Oh, you guys are fine. Let's go back over here. Now, who's getting it? Oh, you'll survive. And even this one goes, we got all these back here. Okay, let us get our new wall blueprint book. I'm going to put one normal section first, right here. And, in fact, I'm going to now turn off my bots. And then we're going to put, let's get the book again, the supply section. And, ooh. Probably should have put the supply section first, because that's the one with rails. So we're going to have to do a little minor tweak right there. Now, you're... We'll put that there. And we'll continue this rail up. And we just need one of those there. And one of those there. And we'll turn my bots back on. And hopefully, as soon as I get the station in here, the supply train will come. Let's make sure I have some cliff explosives. Alright, I can hopefully... Well, that is one thing I need. A few filter inserters. And, you know, some power actually would be nice. And what is... Let's turn you off.
wall supply. Oh, are you disabled? Why aren't you enabled? Probably because I need one of those. Um, so he's outputting C equals 1, which now enables that station. And the train is gone, because here it comes. Alright, that's something to remember. Oh. And it stopped. Because it couldn't get past my train. Ah, that's something else I should put in the blueprint. One just chest. So if trees or anything need to be taken out, there's something to be put them in. Why aren't you like grabbing stuff? Oh, that's not good. Well, they were defeated. Let's put my robots back on. But they were defeated, but they did cause some damage. Let's stick a second wall there. Hopefully, though, this will all be redundant in a few hours. Want to get the rest of these walls while we're here, guys? Any minute now. Yeah, it looks like this base isn't too far. Some repairs over here as well, maybe? No? Not feeling up to it? There we go. Surprised I'm not holding back production, but apparently we all caught up over here. Yeah, look at that. Those look mostly full. No, we got a lot of walls, but okay. Notice all of these. Let's turn off. All these are blinking. Why don't you have power? That may be an oversight in my blueprint. You should definitely have power. Um, yeah, I may need to revisit this blueprint. Um, for now, I will do this. So here is a solar panel, a laser, and an accumulator, and they're not connected up correctly. I don't. No. It's just because of the rotation. So this will discharge overnight, but not completely. These also discharge, and right now this switch compares how quickly this one is discharging compared to this one. Each of these lasers has one accumulator, and if it starts firing, the accumulator's charge state will drop. You can see right now we're at 76, 75, but so is the reference. If this drops below the reference, though, this closes and will turn on all these laser turrets here. Meanwhile, we have flamethrower turrets and with this wall design, the bugs will need to zigzag and they'll all get nicely lasered before they get to the wall. Why is the train still coming? We have 3 things that we apparently supposedly don't have. Robots. Okay. That's something I should also change or update. That we should only enable this if we want to read robot contents. Z is less than 1, let's say. Z is available construction robots is less than 1. Okay, which other ones were on? Why do I have 2 for switches? That's a good question. Guess one of these probably should be that. Should have tested this a lot more thoroughly.
Or are you supposed to be radars? Anyhow. Okay, that did that. If we now take our blueprint book and this is just a wall section. Click that down. Let's go like that, and then we got another wall section. Ooh. Haven't had much activity over here in a while. Now this is probably not ideal for construction because, hey, look. There's, you know, all the robots are gathered around one or two. Oh my god, I do have some. And now these bots do. Okay. Looks like we need some more walls. Let's stick another cannon station down here. And we're just gonna do a little bit of landfilling here. The only problem
is the way these work is once a section does turn on, it won't turn off until the next day. Although I guess if it's during the day, it might recharge by night. But if it doesn't, then it will be on all night. But that's not that big of a deal. You can see this section is on right now because this is quite a bit behind. It's at 12, and the reference is at 93. So they'll also be on when they're initially built, but that's probably good because the wall wouldn't be completely set up. We do need more supplies on some of these. And the train should be coming back once it's filled. What is it lacking? Whatever this robots. And why aren't we building robots? We do have batteries. We do have green circuits. Steel? What do we... Oh, what happened? Wanted to show off shooting the cannons here. I will probably cut and come back once I've cleaned up that mess. Okay, that was quite a mess. Apparently, the two trains that I sent off to the other station, the iron trains, I accidentally clicked a copper station instead of an iron station. And so now I have all these, little things to pick up any stray copper. There is still some in chests here. I didn't completely clean it up, but it's all going to put it back on a copper line. You can see there is a little copper here, but I have more over here. And then for any that get turned into plates, we have some plate cleanup over here. And then especially inside the steel production area. Some of these are out of Roboport range, but they should not get full. Yeah, so we are just about ready to call our cannon train over. You should be 35. I'll click over here to get this train, and we'll add 35 on the end here, and add a wait condition of inactivity. In fact, let's tell it to come here now. But before it does, we actually have a little bit of construction left. There was a cliff in the way, and I didn't have any cliff explosives. Come on, let me through. There we go. Ooh. Well, need a bit more. And this isn't hooked up, but that's fine for now. One more. What's probably missing the coal. And I'm lost in the forest here. Oh, and the cannon train arrived. The natives are getting restless. You see our braking force
research all finished while I was trying to clean up. Come on, guys, attack and we can show off how well this new wall does. Okay, are they... They're just... Oh, here they come. Stuck on trees. You see these completely drain, but that's what powers up the lasers behind, and the fire really makes good work of the rest of the biters behind the initial set. Now the walls were getting a little damaged up here, but I think that's just because there was trees in the way. I may need to do something about... Oh, why aren't you in the back here firing? Oh, how did you all get... Oh, that was... Train... It's not just firing one way. Didn't realize there was a few over here. I thought we had taken them all out. But for the most part, very little damage. And what there is being automatically repaired. Let's just intercept these guys over here. So we do have the supply train waiting to bring repair components. The wall over here is all depowered now. That's just that little section that is missing its solar panel. I'll go fix that shortly, but yeah, that is a semi-successful test. We'll need to add a storage chest so that trees are taken care of, and I have seen... Oh. You should be... You're at 0. And... Ooh, what happened to the reference? Oh, this guy...
because people got behind the lines, this also went to 0, which should never happen. Normally. I did see a design that someone had that would prevent bots from repairing until the attack had stopped. So I may need to implement that as well so we don't lose too many bots. But, decent first test. I'll have to make tweaks, though, between this episode and the next. So I'd like to say thanks for watching. Keep safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you next time with a slight improved wall design. I'll see you then.